end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Forced out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Left.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from it. Drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Ace!
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Frank Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, now, look at 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now he's flushed out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Carson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Left, 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 left. Ace, ace.
They'll try to run with Carson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, baby. Boom. Double tight, double tight. We got 4.
They come out here in the eye. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Myers able to knock it through, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go.
On play action, Wentz. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Please. Ram.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Great. Lion.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jaron Reed. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mahomes now to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that one will be accepted. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 45 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles continue to roll. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, twisting away. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Ace, ace. Slow. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn, and that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare, because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ace. Here we go now. Blue 45.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Trey Quinn with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Run.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. That one goes for 24 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Sunday. Black. Run.
Wentz now on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a big field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Wentz to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Run.
On 1st down, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wentz now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Coleman from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And out now come the Seahawks. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,